Hello everybody, Bleh is me, and today I'm gonna show you how I made my track Cobra Of My Troubles. So the thing about the track is that it's actually like like a sampling thingy, because the original idea came from my favorite TV show, which is called Alarm for Cobra 11. And so yeah, I wanted to kind of make a track around it. So let's see in the track. It's, as you can see, it's not too big as a project, but there's a lot of things for sure. So starting off with the intro. So we basically have a with bass, yeah, with bass with a sub bass. This continuing after with a little valve recording. And some reverse effect to make it go quicker into the next bar. Two impacts. And a little Brooksy glitchy thing that I reversed. So then we have this big impact. So like I said, we have a wrist bass going on. As well as some pad mystical stuff. With two type of basses here, this Lapros bass, this analog basses, and this plucky basses. This more like a pad. We have the first one that is being volume cut off automated because the thing was going to it didn't had a lot of release, so I wanted to make it that happen with the cutoff, and it's going on this freedom. So if I remove the thing, but if I put it back, like you can see, the release is getting way more harder. And I also automated a camera crusher mix to make it more distorted at the end. And coming back like that. I kind of did the same thing for this analog basses. Very crunchy. And I actually automated the cutoff to make it more high-endy, I guess. And on top of that, I later slap those basses. Then we have some simple string playing the same note as the pads. A very fast-paced ARP. I don't know why I really like that, but it's only okay, I guess. And I did put a lot of reverb on that. With, like I said, the field sample. An atmospheric sample. And these two one-shots. With this impact. Lifters in here with the MH clock and the little grittyable stingy at the end. So then I did some very simple impact. So for the second part, I removed the wrist base and some pads to let some spaces for the delay that sounds like that. With a cutoff filter at the second part, as well as a little adjustments on Licha that I reversed. And then we're coming for the most interesting part of the song, I feel like. So before talking about the AFO stuff going on, I want to show it first the drone bass only that I've automated with the like a fading thing with a little bit of release And on this, I added a little bit of decay as well to not make it punchy at like the instant note. Then, of course, some impact like that. A little sub job. And now the most interesting part, the lead. So how I made that? So as you can see, I have made a lot of automation for the lead, like too much automation, I feel like. But it was just so I could, control it better. I feel like my CPU is going to die at some point, but I'll still get going. So first of all, we have this delay that is much more present in the second note. With a bit of reverb to get into the gaps of them. So first of all, we have an automation of the volume that goes very fast and is automated with this mix knob as well. That sounds like that. And with the same automation but with the panning, it's even more interesting. So how I have made this LFO thingy. So the first thing you need to do is get in your mixer channel and put some volume automation. In my case, it is amplifier because it's just simpler. And you can see this thing is already being triggered because you need to get on the controller rack and put some LFOs there. So the controller, the crat, this is for the sidechain. And the LFO stuff here are for both the volume and the panning, because I feel like it was better if I have two LFOs that is controlled separately, so I have more control over it. And then on the amplifier, you're gonna have to press the volume or the panning button on the right, the right click, connect to controller. I'm gonna put the screenshot on the screen so you know what to do. Connect to controller, and then you have to choose the right controller on this one, and that's pretty much it. Now you know which one to use, and basically all you have to do now is just play with the freq button here. You see, this one is very triggered whenever I play with the freq, and when I go all the way down, you see it's going really crazy. And it's the same here for the panning, like that. And that's how then you gotta put this thing here, and you're gonna make some cool automation with them. And that's basically how you make those LFOs thingy. Very, very simple, but it's really, really effective. I'll be honest, it's really, really effective. Then to start the job, we have this little field coming on with a little automation to put a bit down the volume of this little hit. So now the third part, which is the job. My CPU is really dying, honestly. So the first thing, just so I can move on, is basically kind of do some stuff from the break, which for example are the field, the ambience, the little one shots, and some little pluck responses with some sidechain. And now for the rest of the job, we have really some very simple stuff. I guess I'll go with the drums first because it's gonna be very quick. So we have first an oxygen kick, my favorite job clap, some claps, some my favorite evil bass reverse shot. Even though that's for the bass, so I should turn that off. I'll come back to that later. A reverse kick with some hi-hat in the top loop. A crash, a shine, a down lifter. Now for the bass, that's gonna be very, very simple. Honestly, it's just slap house. We have some brass. Then we have like, you know, the sub. And a bunch of typical slap house basses. And the mid basses sounds like that. Then we have some basic channels at the second half just to add some more mid frequencies and emotion. So for the lead, we obviously have a lot of layers. This is the main one. Then we have some background ones. Some layers pan left and right. And to the last one. So the thing I have done without the automation is and pan it so it's more audible in the mix. And so the MIDI looks like that, you know, pretty much the lead of the melody of the original sample with some slight changes. And at some point I just decided to just turn down the LFO on again for the last part. But that's pretty much that for the job. And for the last frame reading part, like the very little changes, I just added this drum loop. I still have my favorite kick for the break, which is a chunk kick. But other than that, it's pretty much it, honestly. There's not too much changes except for the melody and stuff, but that's pretty much it, honestly. And yeah, I thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. This very cranky walkthrough because the CPU is actually very dying. But yeah, I'm glad I hope you all had a good time watching that. And if you did, you can, you know, subscribe, like, comment, that kind of stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I see you later. God bless.